In the shadow of forgotten empires, power was forged in the fires of war and ambition. Kings rose and fell, their crowns passing from one ruler to the next. But history was not only written by men. Among the sands and stones of the ancient world, women ruled with wisdom, courage, and might. From the Nile to the deserts of Palmyra, these queens commanded armies, built monuments, and shaped the fate of nations. This is the story of 6 powerful women rulers, who defied time and left their mark on history. Cleopatra, the last queen of Egypt, she was not just a ruler, but the final symbol of a 3,000-year-old civilization. Born in Alexandria in 69 BC, she ascended to the throne at just 18 and quickly became one of the most powerful women of the ancient world. Facing the might of the Roman Empire, Cleopatra used intelligence, diplomacy, and courage to secure her throne. Her alliance with Julius Caesar was not just romance, it was a bold political move that changed the course of history. With Caesar by her side, Egypt became a key player in Rome's civil wars. After Caesar's death, Cleopatra formed a new alliance, and a legendary romance, with Mark Antony. Their bond reshaped the balance of power in the Roman world, defying Octavian and the Senate. Cleopatra was far more than a beautiful queen, she was a diplomat, a strategist, and a visionary leader. Through brilliance and determination, she kept Egypt independent for as long as possible. Her legacy endures, not just for her beauty, but for her unmatched political genius. Cleopatra remains one of history's most extraordinary women. Around 60 BC, Cleopatra was born into the powerful Ptolemaic dynasty of Egypt. At this time, Rome was rapidly expanding, dominating much of the Mediterranean. Cleopatra grew up during an era of shifting alliances and fierce power struggles. As queen, she sought to protect Egypt's independence through her intelligence, diplomacy, and legendary influence. After her death in 30 BC, Egypt became a Roman province, marking the end of the ancient pharaohs and the rise of Roman rule across the region. In the heart of ancient Egypt, a remarkable event took place. A woman ascended the throne as pharaoh, something almost unheard of in a world ruled by men. Her name was Hatshepsut, and she boldly broke traditions by dressing in male royal garments, and even wearing the ceremonial false beard, a powerful symbol of kingship, to solidify her authority. Under her rule, Egypt entered a rare time of peace and prosperity, as she chose diplomacy and development over war. She expanded Egypt's wealth by opening ambitious trade routes, bringing exotic goods, incense, and gold from distant lands like Punt. Determined to leave a legacy, Hatshepsut commissioned magnificent temples and monuments, the most famous being her stunning mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahri. In a world dominated by male rulers, Hatshepsut proved that true power and vision could belong to a woman, leaving a legacy that still stands thousands of years later. Around 1500 BC, Hatshepsut ruled Egypt during a time of great prosperity. Trade routes stretched across Africa and the Middle East, bringing wealth and culture to her empire. She expanded Egypt's influence far beyond its borders, making it one of the most powerful civilizations of the ancient world. In the 3rd century, in the desert city of Palmyra, a girl was born. Her name was Zenobia, destined to become the queen who would defy Rome. She rose against the power of the Roman Empire, gathering armies, making bold decisions, and shaking the foundations of Roman authority. Zenobia founded the Palmyrene Empire, seizing control of the rich trade routes of the East, and building a state to rival Rome itself. Her power grew as she conquered Egypt, and along the banks of the Nile, her name echoed with awe and fear. But her rule was short-lived. Rome struck back with all its might, and Zenobia was ultimately captured. Yet her name was carved into history. Her courage and determination became the legend of Palmyra, Zenobia, the Eastern queen who dared to challenge emperors. Around 270 AD, Queen Zenobia of Palmyra built a vast empire stretching from Syria to Egypt and Asia Minor. Her conquests challenged Roman power, briefly creating one of the most influential kingdoms of the late ancient world. Tomyris, queen of the Massagetae, ruler of the vast Central Asian steppes. In the 6th century BCE, she defied the Persian king Cyrus the Great and defeated him in battle. Legend says she had Cyrus's head severed after the fight. His head was plunged into a vessel of blood, a grim act of vengeance. "You thirsted for blood," she said, "now drink your fill." Her courage made her a legend across the ancient world. Tomyris, a queen remembered for her strength, justice, and defiance. In the 6th century BC, Queen Tomyris of the Massagetay ruled the vast steppes around present-day Kazakhstan and the Caspian Sea. She famously repelled the attacks of Persian King Cyrus, becoming a powerful symbol of resistance in the region. She was Boudica, the fierce and unyielding queen of the Britons. When the Romans seized her lands and violated her daughters, grief turned to fire, and fire to vengeance. From the misty hills of Britain, she rallied her people, uniting warriors under one banner of defiance. With her call to arms, London burned, its wooden streets consumed by flames as Roman legions fled in terror. Her forces crushed the might of Rome, scattering armies that once seemed invincible. But her triumph was brief. Her rebellion, though short-lived, carved her name into the memory of history. Boudica, the warrior queen who rose from tragedy to become an eternal symbol of resistance and freedom. In the 1st century AD, Queen Boudica led the Iceni tribe in ancient Britain against Roman occupation. Her fierce rebellion stretched across modern-day England and Wales, symbolizing resistance and the fight for freedom. Artemisia, the legendary female admiral of the Persian Navy, stood out as one of history's most fearless commanders. In the epic Battle of Salamis, she led her fleet against the Greek forces with exceptional courage and tactical brilliance, steering her trireme through chaos and fire. Her strategies were so remarkable that even King Xerxes, ruler of the vast Persian Empire, openly praised her wisdom and valor. At a time when women rarely held power in war, Artemisia defied expectations and commanded respect on the open seas. She became known as the Queen of the Waters, a symbol of strength and leadership whose legacy has endured for over 2 millennia. Artemisia I of Caria, a fearless naval commander and queen in the 5th century BC, ruled Halicarnassus in modern-day Turkey. She famously fought alongside the Persians at the Battle of Salamis, earning respect for her strategic brilliance. These women did far more than sit on a throne. They raised their swords on the battlefield, commanded fleets across the seas, and shaped empires at the tables of diplomacy. They forged strategies that changed the course of their age, leaving marks on history through courage and vision. Yet history often struggled to tell their stories fully. Many of their triumphs, their wisdom, and their unyielding strength faded into the shadows of time. But we will not forget, for they were not only queens, but warriors, leaders who gave hope to their people and became legends through their struggles. Even today, their presence lingers in the stones of ancient temples, in the salt-laden winds of forgotten seas, and in the silent ruins of fallen empires. Each of them lives on, forever etched into the memory of humankind. Would you like to uncover even more fascinating stories about these extraordinary queens who shaped history? From Cleopatra's political genius to Hatshepsut's groundbreaking reign, their legacies still inspire us today. Tell us in the comments which queen you'd love to see explored in greater detail, and together we'll dive deep into her remarkable life and achievements. We'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas. Your suggestions will shape our next journey into the past. And while you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of our upcoming discoveries. Let's continue exploring history, side by side, and bring these incredible women back to life in ways you've never seen before.